Okay, hello, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Welcome ulit sa s- second video of solving op-amps or the series title Op-amp Made Easy. So ito yung YouTube tutorial in Tagalog na papadaliin yung pag-solve natin sa mga op-amp circuits. So tatlo lamang yung isa-solve natin. Galing ito sa Fundamentals of Electronic Circuits by Alexander and Sadiko. So let's get started sa chapter 5, problem 27. So we have this circuit sa problem and okay, always remember yung three rules. Let's make this red. To. So always remember yung three rules. Ano yung three rules? Una-una is yung V minus is equal siya sa V plus. Yung V minus and V plus refers to the input of the op-amp. So, ayan, always sila equal. Always remember that. Number two is that in I bias or input current is equal to 0. So, ito yun. Ito. 0 yan. Always. Third is that we will be using KCL. So, KCL but not KCL but not at V out. Okay, out. Ano yung V out? Ito yung output ng op-amp. So, gagamitin natin yung KCL sa pag-solve ng circuit ng op-amp pero bawal tayong mag-KCL dito sa V out. Ang pwede lang, kung gusto natin malaman yung V out value, mag-KCL tayo sa kapitbahay niyang node, sa pinakamalapit na node. So, here, right? The nearest node to be able to solve the V out. So, instead of applying the KCL here, always remember that we can't. So, apply KCL at the surrounding V out node. Okay, so let's get started. Yan. So, how would we approach this circuit? Una-una, gagawin natin is, sa first rule, equal ang V minus and V plus. So always, ang approach natin is, may way ba tayo para malaman yung value ng isa sa mga inputs? Well, yung isang input actually is dito, di ba? Itong node na to. Yan. Right? So therefore, if we know yung value ng V1, then yan na yung value ng V plus. And then yan na din yung value ng V minus. Okay, so paano natin ma-solve yung V1? Well, you can use the voltage divider method or actually yun lang yung maganda dito na approach or pwede natin i-KCL, right? Same lang yan sila actually. So let's do the voltage divider. So pwede tayo mag-KCL dito or voltage divider na lang tayo. So voltage divider tayo na formula. So V1 is equal to 7.5 volts over ang sa taas is kung saan parallel yung V1 which is 24 ohms. And then yung sa baba is the summation of resistance plus 24. Ayan. Equal siya. Let's calculate. 7.5 times 24 over 16 plus 24. Equal siya sa 4.5. So the V1 here will be equal siya sa 4.5. Ayan. Okay, that's good. Na-solve natin yung first clue natin. Remember din na yung 4.5 volts, equal din siya sa V plus. Diba? Shorted sila. And equal din ang V plus sa V minus. That means, we can say na ito din, na area, is 4.5 din. And shorted siya sa V out. So, equal din niya sa V out. Yan. So again, ginamit natin yung rule number 1 which is equal yung V plus and V minus. We solve for the voltage sa V plus and then assume na natin, okay, kung 4.5 volts dito, then dito din 4.5 volts din. Right? Dito din. 4.5 volts din. So dito 4.5 volts. Ayan, sa labas ng op-amp. Okay, so we have solved yung V out din. So ang hinahanap dito, sorry, dapat gagamitin ko na lang V out dito, V out because VO yung nandito. So V out. Yan. So yung VO na hinahanap, paano natin siya ulit ma-solve? Well, let's use voltage divider again. So voltage divider tayo. VO is equal to voltage source. Ano yung voltage source natin? Yung V out. V out. Then, yung numerator will be yung resistor in parallel sa voltage na hinahanap natin, which is parallel ng VO is 12 ohms. And then, summation na ng mga resistor. So, 8 plus 12. Yan. Calculate natin. That will be, V out is 4.5 times 12 divided by 12 plus 8. Equal tayo sa 2.7 volts. So, VO in this problem will be 2.7 volts. Yan. Solve. Okay? So, hopefully, I made it easy for you and clear. So, review na lang. First rule is always assume na yung V minus and V plus is equal. And so, ang first step natin sa pag-solve ng op-amp is to solve at least one of these values. Kung ma-solve natin yung V plus or V minus, then we should do it. And then, assume na natin na same yung other side. Next, I bias is equal to 0. Hindi na masyado natin na-apply siya dito, pero maybe in later problems. And then, again, we use KCL. We can use KCL. Try nyo KCL dito sa V1 to solve yung V1 na value. Pwede kayo mag-KCL dito to solve for the VO value. And in this case, ginamit na lang natin is yung voltage divider. So, okay? So, hopefully, if may other questions kayo and other problems that I would like to solve, you would like for me to solve, i-comment nyo lang down below. Okay, second problem. Find I/O in the op-amp circuit. So, ito. I/O, yan. So, again, yung first rule is to solve for, ang first rule natin, first tanong natin is, ano yung V plus na equal siya sa V minus? Ano sila? Right? In this case, sa problem, may voltage source na directly connected sa V+. Therefore, we can say that V plus is equal to 0.4 volts, right? And yung V minus din, V minus is equal din sa 0.4 volts. Okay, so good so far. Yun na yung first rule natin. So, meaning pala, yung ito din, itong node na ito, yan, equal din siya sa 0.4 volts. Okay, alright. So, dito may 0.4 volts dito. Next, solve for I/O. So, remember yung third rule natin? Remember yung second rule natin? Walang current dito, right? So, that means yung daloy ng current is pag ganito lang. So, may current dito. Make that I1. Then, may current na papunta dito na branch. Make that I2. And then, may current na papunta dito na branch. Make that I3. Yun lang naman, di ba? So, para malaman natin yung I/O, which is equal din sa I3, same lang yan sila, pwede natin alamin yung voltage dito, tapos mag-ohms law lang tayo, di ba? And again, paano nga malaman yung VO or V out ng op-amp? V out ng op-amp? Well, we use KCL, pero bawal mag-KCL sa op-amp na node mismo. So, anong node ang pinakamalapit na pwede natin mag-KCL? Well, wag muna natin gamitin yung reference node. Ang pinakamalapit na node is dito, right? So, let's try to apply KCL to find out ano yung V out. So, KCL at, let's define this as VA. Yan, at VA. So, KCL at VA. Ang rule ko sa KCL is all of the current will be outwards. Pwede naman tayo mag-assume. So, i-assume ko all current are outwards. Basta consistent lang kayo sa pagsulat ah, ng equation. So, remember yung KCL, I out or outwards equal sa current inwards or papasok, di ba? So, kung ang current ganitong direction, then dito ko siya isusulat sa left side. If ang current, pag ganitong direction, papasok sa node, then sa right side ko siya isusulat, right? Okay. So, if I assume that all currents are outside, all current are outwards sa node, then therefore, ang pagsulat ko ng KCL natin is puro nasa left side lang. And then yung right side is equal to 0. Remember din na walang current dito, di ba? Sa second natin rule, walang current dito sa node. So the KCL would look like this. Let's label this I4 and dito I5. Don't be confused sa mga madaming current sa ating equations. So the KCL would look like this. I4 plus I5, kasi palabas sila dalawa ng node, is equal to 0. Then, ang I4 naman is VA over 10 lang siya. So, VA. Ang VA pala is 0.4, right? So, 0.4 is equal to 10K. Plus, yung I5 is dito. Voltage across this. Yan. So, remember, current is going from high potential to low potential. Since ganito yung direction ng natin, current, we assume that this is the higher potential and this is the lower potential. Right? We can assume this as long as we're consistent sa assumption natin in terms of writing it in equation. So, dito, ang the way we would write this is the difference between high potential and low potential over the resistance. So, yung high potential natin is the VA or 0.4. Tas minus, saan siya papunta? Saan siya galing? Minus saan siya papunta? So, galing siya VA, so 0.4. And then, papunta siya sa Vout. So, minus Vout over 50K. Then, equals to 0. May equation tayo. So, let's try to solve. Actually, pwede natin siyang, ang ginagawa ko usually is, sige, try natin i-solve na lang that traditional way. Pwede tayo mag-shift solve, pero let's just do this properly. So, 50K. If we do this so that we can remove the denominator. And then dito, we will have 0.4 times 5. 50K divided by 10K is 5. Then dito, 50K divided by 50K is 1. So, as is lang yung equation dito. Minus Vout is equal to 0. Alright. And then, 0.4 times 5 will be 2. Right? 2 plus 0.4 minus Vout is equal to 0. Plus lang natin and then isolate yung Vout sa other side. We will be Vout, rearrange lang, is equal to 2.4. Okay, volts. So we have solved yung voltage sa Vout. To solve for the I.O., we will use Ohm's law. Current is equal to voltage divided by resistance, which is, yung Vout is 2.4 over, yung resistance is 20K. And so, ang solving it with a calculator, we will have 2.4 divided by 20K. Oop, mali ba? Exponent yan. Then 2.4. And so, the answer will be I.O. will be 120 microamps. Yan, okay. Therefore, solve na natin. Right? So, that was easy. Again, na-solve lang natin yung, ilalam natin yung ano yung V plus, V minus. And then, we applied KCL with the knowledge na walang current dito sa input ng op-amp. And then, we solve for the V out para Ohm's law lang natin yung hinahanap na IO. Okay? So, next problem. If you have any questions, again, so put them in a comment below. And if you have other problems that you'd like to see solved, then comment it down below as well. So, dito tayo sa last and final problem natin. Again, apply lang natin yung rules. Ano yung V plus na equal sa V minus? Ano sila? In this case, kita natin may voltage source connected sa V plus. Okay, so we know that V plus is equal to 1.2 volts na equal din yung V minus. Then, yung V minus, directly connected siya dito sa V out, right? So, meaning dito din, 1.2 volts din. That's good to assume kasi 1.2 volts din dito. Right? V minus. So, 1.2 volts dito, shorted lang sila sa V out, 1.2 volts din dito. That's a good assumption. Next is, ano yung IX dito? Yan, IX. Yan, okay. So, the way I would solve this circuit is, pwede tayo mag-KCL, solve for VA, and then, solve for IX. Ganun na lang, right? So, ganito yan. So, first of all, kung alam natin ang VA, ano yung IX? IX, lagay natin sa gilid. IX will just be Ohm's law, which is voltage over resistance. If alam natin value ng VA, that will be VA over 20K, di ba? So, yan lang. Pero hindi natin alam yung value ng VA. So, let's do KCL. KCL at VA. Okay? So, let's do KCL. VA, again, yung convention ko when doing KCL is that lahat ng current is palabas. And always remember, KCL, I outward is equal siya sa current inward. So, outward meaning palabas, inward is papasok. So, in this case, i-assume ko na lang na lahat ng current is palabas. As long as consistent ako sa convention ko. Right? And always, ang sign na nito is, dito na yung plus, dito na yung minus, dito na yung plus, dito na yung minus. Ayan. Tapos IX din, dito din. Ganyan. Kung assume current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. As long as we're consistent with this, tama always yung makuha natin na answer. Ano yung mga I outwards? So, ito. So, lagyan natin I1 to. Ito I2. Ito IX. So, mga outwards sa node, palabas ng VA na node is I1 plus I2 plus IX. Ang inward, wala tayong inassume na inward na current. So, zero natin yan. Ang I1 is just the voltage across this resistor divided by the resistance. So, again, kung saan siya galing, minus saan siya papunta. Or, the higher potential minus the lower potential. Ano yung higher potential natin dito? VA. VA minus 1.2 volts over 60K. Plus, dito, saan siya galing? Minus saan siya papunta? Galing siya sa VA, papunta siyang ground. So, let's make this ground lang. Yan. So, VA minus ground, so minus 0 lang, over third resistance. Yan. Plus, dito, ang IX will be, again, saan siya galing, minus saan siya papunta. It's still ground. And then, divided by resistance. So, VA minus ground, which is 0, over 20K is equal to 0. Let's try to remove the denominator to better solve our problem. So, multiply natin siya ng 60K. 60K. And then 60K divided by 60K, that's 1. So, VA minus 1.2 lang siya times 1 plus, lagyan natin ng parenthesis na lang. Dito, 60K divided by 30K, that's 2. So, VA times 2, right? Paano? Times 2 lang. Sige, lagyan natin 2. Plus, dito, 60K divided by 20K. Let's arrange this properly. 2 times VA plus 60K divided by 20K, that's 3. So, 3 VA is equal to 0. Let's solve the equation. That will be VA, proper lang natin rewrite, plus 2VA plus 3VA minus 1.2 is equal to 0, right? Total will be 6VA. Then yung constant sa other side na lang, so 1.2. Divide 6 both sides to isolate lang yung VA sa other side. VA will be equal siya sa 1.2 divided by 6. Let's make sure 1.2 divided by 6, that will be 0.2. So 0.2 volts. Right? Kuha natin VA. Let's do the formula sa IX. So solve for IX. We will have VA IX is equal to VA divided by 20K. VA is 0.2 volts. And so dito, 20K, IX will be 0.2 volts divided by 20K is equal to, engineering natin, yan. That will be equal to 10 microamps. Alright, okay? So hopefully naintindihan niyo yung process ko and how we approach op-amp problems. Hopefully nag-make sense yung 3 rules na kailangan natin sundin. Una-una, alamin natin yung input voltages. And always remember yung input voltages ng op-amp is always equal to one another. Kasi usually when given an op-amp problem, meron silang loop, right? Closed loop yung op-amp. Next is assume safe lang siya for KCL is that walang current papunta sa input. Walang current papuntang input. So, walang current papuntang input. Right? I is equal to 0. And then, when we use KCL, never apply KCL sa Vout. Apply KCL sa other nodes na lang. And that's all. So, if something is confusing, if something, may question kayo, if may problems kayo na gusto natin i-solve, then please just comment on below. And see you sa next video. Bye-bye!